A married couple came to me for help. From our conversation, it becomes obvious that the husband is completely not interested in family life. He wants to continue to lead the same lifestyle as he had before he got married. We have already established it in our conversation with him. He seems to understand it. And he even agrees that this is the reason for the difficulties they're having in their relationships. You call yourself a husband? What does it mean to you? If a person has a title, then this title should somehow impact his daily life, his behavior. For example, I live in an area which is colloquially called the Green Spring area, but I never refer to myself as a Green Springer, even if there is such a word, because I technically got a house there, but it doesn't affect my life, doesn't affect who I am, my behavior. But on the other hand, I call myself a shliach of the Lubavitcher Rebbe, because when I got that title, it changed many practical things in my life. Each person has many titles. My neighbor might call himself a businessman, a father, an American. He refers to himself by these names because each one of them influences in some way his daily life. He is a businessman, and this means that he is constantly preoccupied with his business. And as he complains to me, maybe a little too much. I don't know. He is a father. This means that he is always thinking about his children. He takes care of them. He cares about their education, their well being. He calls himself an American, and this means that he was raised with American values and he enjoys all the freedoms of the USA. Each name that a person assigns to himself must somehow influence his behavior and in some way change his life. If your life would not change at all if you were not a parent, then don't call yourself a parent. Your children grow like grass and you just go on with your life, then you're not a parent. You are a baby maker. The same goes for the status of a husband. If you started calling yourself a husband, how has your daily life changed because of that? Do you behave differently? If not, don't call yourself a husband. The same applies to being a Jew. I meet many people who say they are proud of being Jewish, and that's great. But what does that mean in your daily life? Feeling proud of your people is wonderful, it's great. But in reality, how does it impact your life? How would your ordinary day be different if you were not Jewish? And if it wouldn't be, that what does it mean that you're a Jew? If you call yourself a Jew, what are you doing differently because of that?